All right. Behind me, I have a brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado. Car has 89 miles on it. I'll show you in just a moment. What I'm gonna be doing today is tinting the window 20%, and I'm gonna record the process, I guess. So first start off, I got clean it. So I'm gonna give it a spray, nice and moist. Grab my tools. Oh, scraper to get it off. So I'm just gonna scrape all that water. Make sure the window is nice and clean. Get on the outside of the car. It's a brand new, you got it from the dealership just yesterday, Saturday. Now today's Sunday, he wants to get a tint. So I'm gonna spray it again. Make sure the outside is clean. Now I'm gonna jump on the inside and clean that. See, I can put you right here. All right. So now on the inside, I'm going to use a scrub pad to make sure I get all the brand new car stuff off of it. But we got a little Wi-Fi sticker, so I'm gonna just scrape that off. That didn't come off clean, so I'm just gonna scrape it. Probably get it wet to make it a little easier. A lot easier. And scrape off the window sticker. It's all the way around. Yeah, that's good. Yes, I'm going to spray the entire window down. Put my scrub pad to it. That looks pretty scrubbed off. Grab squeegee. Wipe that off. Now I'm gonna give it one more spray. Corner, side. I'm gonna just scrape it one more time to make sure. Now to scrape the rest of this water off. I'm gonna run my towel across the outside edge. Now to roll the window down so I can get this entire top edge clean. Don't think the car wants to turn off. See how much scrub the top of that. Well, I think the car's off. Scrub the top edge of this again. Make sure there's no debris that's going to be coming inside the tent. Make sure the corners are clean, so I'm going to use this scrape tool. Get that good. All of that. Okay, now I think the car is off. gonna spray this down once more. Car is still so brand new, it still has the, I guess, the factory tape on the window, well, the door handle. Okay. I'm gonna jump back to the outside, wipe it down just once more. I'm just gonna wipe it down just once more. Alright, so now I'm gonna grab the tint. I already cut the piece out. Just get the window a little wet. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up the window tint on the bottom edge of this window. Give it a spray. So now the first cut I'm gonna do is, we can see that. Yep, cut on this side. Shift it over. It wasn't stuck in the car. Now to trim off this inside. Even out both ends. I'm actually going to trim off this top a little bit more. So now I shouldn't get stuck. I'm just going to peel this side forward. That's good. Even on that side, probably shift it back just a little bit more. It's sticking a lot, so I'm gonna spray it in some water. Hopefully that stops all the extra sticking. It's sliding out. So let's line up the bottom again. Front side, back side. Looks about even. I'm gonna spray it again and lock it in so it doesn't move on me. I actually gotta shift it down a little bit more, so I'm gonna pick it up. Thank you. Even, so I'm going to shift it down. Make sure it's even on both sides. Probably shift it forward just a bit. Okay, now I'm going to squeegee it down so it doesn't move on me. and open up the car and roll the window down a bit. Give it a lift and just tap the down button. That's all I took off of it. Now I like to give the top a spray to make sure it doesn't move. And since this truck is so tall, I'm gonna grab my ladder. Lock that top edge. Grab my knife. Can we see? We cannot see. I'm gonna turn you a little bit. We'll first get some of this extra out of the way, just in case it becomes an issue. Now to lock it back in. Grab my knife and I'm just going to scrape off the top. Nice and even all the way. Rip that side, rip that side. Now to trim out the extra sides and corners. Once again, I'm short, so I'm gonna still stand on top of the ladder. Put it right here. I'm gonna lock this in so it doesn't fall on the floor. Trim out the corners. And round out the edge. Same thing with this side. Round out the edge. Flip this side. Now to trim off this corner. I'm going to round this corner off first. Cut that. Now to cut this side. Now to round off this corner. All right, now I can ready to shrink the material. So I'm gonna just take it off the car, give it a spray. Now I'm going to shrink from this side. Give myself about a ½ inch. Each corner, squeegee up, squeegee up. All right, now for the part you guys probably won't be able to hear. Have my heat gun. Now I'm going to shrink this top edge. We'll see how the audio goes. Just want to heat up all the wrinkles away. So I got one here, Get it nice and hot. Push it out the top. That one nice and hot. And just do this for every single wrinkle across this top edge. Now I'm just going to run through it again, starting from this side. And get all the wrinkles out. Now what I like to do is just double shrink it. So I'm just going to grab, pull and lift out of there and put it back down. It's kind of the same thing, just push up all the wrinkles and shrink again. Alright, so that's the top being shrunk. Now it's time to get the bottom. So now I'm just going to grab the top, roll the window all the way up. I'm going to lift it back off the window to get some more water under it. So it'll move around for me. Kind of the same thing, I just want to get it about a 1/2 inch from the bottom. Still kind of dry. Get about a 1/2 inch from the bottom and the top, or from the sides and the bottom. That there. Now spray the material. Kind of the same process with the top. Just push all the water down the bottom. And heat shrink it. Go over it a second time just to make sure I got all the little, see there was one I missed. Make sure I get all of them out, the wrinkles, fingers, whatever you call it. Now I'm going to peel it back up and do that same thing again. Lift it, drop it back down. Now to re-shrink it. Now the film has been shrunk. So to do now, I'm gonna go back on the inside of the car, roll the window down just a pinch, so I can do the install portion. Lift it off the window so it doesn't get scratched. I took the window down just a bit, so now, let's see, I'll put you here. That'll do. Now, once again, I'm just going to clean the inside of the window because I'm getting, this is the install portion, so I'm going to make sure the window is all the way clean. I need another towel. A new nice dry towel. Come back in. Squeegee once. Squeegee it twice. I just want to rub my towel on the outside edge. Because now I'm going to squeegee these inside corners there. Use this tool. Make sure I get all the dirt that's in the corner out. All right, now the window is clean. Clean for install. So I'm going to get the window soapy, extra wet. So when I put the window tint to it, it actually slides. And I'm going to spray this side too. And the fun part. Slide this down. I'm just going to lock this top portion in to make this a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do here, just rub my fingernail to separate the protective liner to the actual tint. So I'll peel the liner off. Now I'm just going to go get it a little over halfway, under halfway, and just spray it. Make sure this entire thing is wet. Now I'm coming back to this side and spray it again. Now move the camera for the fun part. Let's see. That should be good. Get my fingers wet, because I'm going to touch the sticky part of the window tint. Grab it, try not to touch anything with it. And I'm going to start from the smaller side. You just kind of just get it in there tucked. I'm going to get this side in also. you get the window. Oh, it's too sticky. Probably need to add more soap to the solution. Yeah, you don't want it to stick just yet. So I'm going to get it into position. Make sure my right and left sides have full coverage. This is very sticky right now. So I'm gonna give you just a little bit of breathing room up top to make sure that line is even all the way. Okay, line's about even. Give it a spray, and I'm just gonna just real lightly use this squeegee to get the top on. Just very lightly, I'm pushing. Now to hit the corners, grab this tool. I want to push all the water up. Now from this side, same thing. Push the water up. All right, now I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on it. I'm going to use this squeegee. First pass, just a light one. Now I'm going to spray down again, but this pass, I'm going to put a lot of pressure on it for the final squeegee. Now to get the corners up again. Looks like I didn't shrink the top that well. I got a couple fingers coming back. So I'm gonna get my heat gun and rub it up against there. That should do the trick. Now, since everything here, I'm going to do this one more time. Everything here is basically locked in. So now I'm going to roll the window up and finish it off. Taking it up extremely slow. It's up. Now to clean out the bottom half of the window. Use a different tool. And I'm just going to just wipe all the water. Over and out. And use this tool again to make sure I get inside the corners. Corners and the bottom. So now Spray the window down to get ready to peel off the backing for here. So I'm gonna keep my hand to make sure it doesn't peel up. So I'm just gonna come down at an angle. Now that that's off, I have to get this bottom half nice and soapy. So I'm gonna spray that. Make sure everything is wet. Now first I'm gonna just lift it up. Get this back corner in. Tool to open up the window gasket, window trim. That's still pretty dry, so I'm gonna spray it some more. I don't want anything to stick. That side's in. Now for this side, since the other side was dry, I'm gonna spray this one again, make sure it's wet. And tuck in this corner. Make sure both corners are nicely in the gasket there. So now I'm going to run the rest of this in. Thinking I've put too much material on the bottom since it doesn't want to go in that nicely, but it's still dropped. I'll come back to this side, make sure all that's in. Now to spray the window. And the first thing I like to do is hit all the corners. So if I go to this corner and push all the soapy water down, this corner, push all the soapy water down. Just gonna do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna spray it once more. Now I'm gonna try to push out all of the water to the sides. That there. Not putting a lot of pressure, just enough to try to get all the water out. Everything off to the sides. Now that everything to the side, I'm going to come back to the corners once again. Make sure I got all soapy water set. I'm going to wipe this door down because it's pretty wet. All right. Now I'm gonna put a lot more pressure on pushing the water out. First pass, just real quick, nice even pressure. Second pass, I put a lot of pressure on it now. All right, that's there, and I'm going to hit the corners once more to make sure I got all of the water out. Hit the top just cause. Now throw the towel back on the window. Uh-oh. All right. And that's that. Close up the door. Clean the outside. Can we see? We cannot see. I'll turn you here. Clean up the outside. And that is a tinted window. Flip it back this way. Now this is 35%, I mean 20% up front, 20% on the back dyed glass. Nice and clean, no air bubbles or debris. I'm gonna hit this corner once more. I see some water right there. You have just push that. Oh, that's on the outside. You have just make sure all the corners, water's pushed out. Get this bottom edge sealed there. And it's done. See, I'm gonna show brand new Chevy Silverado. Guy just bought it yesterday. Oh, I did the rear 20% and back glass 20%. Key when I hit that button. See that? 89 miles. Oh, it didn't start. 89 miles, brand new Chevy Silverado. Window tint, so I'm gonna turn that off. Yeah, so this is me, Julian Lawson, Lawless Rat, tinting Chevy Silverado front window, 20% tint. And until next time,